The Course in Miracles Experiment, Day 163. Perception selects and makes the world you see. This world is only in the mind of its maker. A Course in Miracles. Irish mystic Lorna Byrne was 15 before she discovered that her brother Christopher, whom she played with daily, had departed the planet before she was even born, when he was 10 weeks old. When actress Laura Dern was 7, she turned to her dad and said, "I miss my sister." Laura, who was born 5 years after her sister Diane drowned, enjoyed an unbreakable connection to a sister she never lived with on the material plane. Lesson 163, There is no death, I am free, says the idea of death is so preposterous that even the insane have trouble believing it. A body, aka the ego's most effective prop, has a shelf life, but let me say it again, I am not a body, I am free. I still commune with my daughter Taz, who unexpectedly died of an aneurysm 1 week after her 25th birthday. She sends signs, 222, Albert Einstein's, hedgehogs, and I talk to her every day. Recently I got an intuitive hit to run to my car radio's scan function. I use that function when I'm traveling, but I was driving the familiar streets of my hometown. I know the local stations. I chose my favorites long ago. Why would I run a scan? The first hit was a twangy country and western melody. Then I got some preacher railing about abortion or something. And then I got a station, clearly broadcasting a familiar voice. There was no mistaking Taz uttering 2 words that always made my heart sing. "Hi, Mum." It so floored me that my frantic efforts to stop the scan were in vain. So sure, I can adhere to conventional reality that Taz, because her body is no longer present, is gone. Or I can focus on enduring connection, on life being bigger than this little flesh suit, on the idea that she's still right here, as present as she ever was. When I look through my 38 photo albums, yes, I was a proud mama. It's easy to recognize life's changing physicality. Even before she had the aneurysm, it was obvious Taz was no longer the darling 5-year-old starting kindergarten with her flowered dress and her pink backpack. She was no longer the 7-year-old in the Bahamas with a parrot on her shoulder. She was no longer the 21-year-old standing among the ruins of Machu Picchu. Now, instead of a body frozen into one reality, Taz is unfettered and free, joyfully dancing throughout the cosmos. Call me delusional, as my friend Anita Morjani says. Whenever someone suggests she's too woo-woo, she almost falls off her unicorn. But I choose to remain grateful for all beautiful reminders that life is bigger and grander and more wildly miraculous than I will ever understand. 15:2. Thank you for joining me on this A Course in Miracles journey. Speak to you tomorrow. And before you go, remember to hit that like button and hit subscribe.